Hi guys, this is Elizabeth Kwan from Engedi Grove, and I wanted to show you our cows. So, this girl is a Normande. Normandies are renowned for their cheese making quality and their milk. She's actually a meat breed, so she's got a lot of more beef on her than a milk cow would have. Sometimes milk cows look almost like they're anorexic because they put so much energy in their milk production. So when you see a cow that looks a little bit thin, you're like, that cow is starving. No, it's not probably starving. It's probably a milk cow. And here is our Holstein. We bought him for $60 at Iowa State University Dairy. And we bottle fed him, and we've spent about $300 on him so far. So we are going to butcher him ourselves, and I wanted to butcher him. I wanted to do it ourselves so that we could save money on the butcher, but also learn how to butcher a cow. And smaller is a little bit more manageable at first than a larger animal. So, and with our tractor, we'll be able to lift it up high, or you could use a hoist or something like that. But we want to see if it was worth it, because we had him out on pasture all growing season. So as soon as we got him in January, and all growing season, we had him on pasture outside. So, so yeah, my ducks are very chatty right now. I have an enormous amount of ducks because that's what I do. I sell ducklings and I sell duck eggs. To our local co-op, I sell duck eggs, and to a fine gentleman in Des Moines who buys my duck eggs by the dozens. Well, I could show you also. Here's our buck. He's a Nigerian Dwarf Goat. We have him separated from the females right now. Here are our female Nigerian Dwarf Goats. And then we have our Ponies, which I hope to be able to drive them out in the prairie. Behind us is just a ton of prairie, and I'm so excited to be able to try to drive them out there. That's one thing that I'd like to learn next year. We'll see what happens.
I really love cows. They'll give us milk in the summer.
I just wanted to show you guys how we think that she is definitely pregnant. We didn't preg check her. We didn't test her blood or anything. And sometimes, sometimes even a cow can get big and not really be pregnant. But we were just hopeful. She didn't seem like she was going to estrus, which is like mooing a lot, and like even when she's fed and watered, she'd be mooing a lot, but she didn't. So we'll let you guys see the side and see the commotion inside. All right, let's see if she gives a little kick. I was looking like right about there. Let's see if she'll rumble tumble inside. Normandies are known for their milking quality for cheese. She happens to be a meat line of the dairy breed. No, I think that was her muscle moving. Oh man. Wow.
She's really hanging heavy to the right.
So you'd like to have a cleaner paddock in here for her. Derek did put down a bunch of mulch. And there's our cow, Chip, that we haven't harvested yet. We'll probably butcher him later in the spring, maybe. Derek kind of got a little bit tired of butchering our pigs, processing our pigs. Maybe the baby fell asleep. I think it's moving around in there. I saw it poke around, so I know it's in there. The chickens like to get around in here and snatch up snacks. That grain bin is so awesome. We love it. Well, looks like mostly breathing, but I definitely saw some pokes coming out of her belly. So that was pretty fun. She should be due January 11th, but a cow that is the first time calver, which this Normande is, she could give birth 10 days early, or about that. Older cows can be a little 10 days later. So we are so anxious to see how this works. It's our first time. Well, that might not have been very eventful, but you might have been able to see some little commotion in there. We're also going to buy a calf from Iowa State Dairy like we did Chip last year about this time. And we're gonna buy a calf so that we can try to get her to accept that calf as well. So one way to do it is to either rub the afterbirth of the cow on the calf or put like some kind of scent on her nose and then introduce the calf with the same scent, like vanilla, or even I've heard vapor rub, putting vapor rub, and I've got eucalyptus oil I could use, and so it's pretty potent. So we'll see what happens there. Stay tuned.